Welcome. Sorry, let me do that again. Hello and welcome to the Nerds at Large reacts for the Microsoft 2018 E3 conference.
You good? You tired?
It's late, man. It's late.
What time is it, Darby?
See my eyes die. I'm Darby Hallman.
I'm Jeff Mayo.
I'm Will Outlaw.
And we did not just watch the Microsoft conference, unfortunately. We're recording this pretty late. In fact, we just watched the Bethesda conference.
We're just about that.
Pretty much the complete opposite.
We're on a low, yeah.
Completely the opposite. Let's lift it back up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Boys, this was like one of the best press conferences I've seen.
Certainly Microsoft's
In a
best
long
conference
that I
forever,
remember.
maybe.
Yeah.
Since I can't speak for Will, but I know since me and you've been following E3 yearly, Darby.
Yeah. Like the sheer amount, like it just never ended. Like
Yep.
it was just gut punch after gut punch after gut punch.
Really quick, Phil Spencer came out and said 50 games, 18 exclusives, and 15 world premieres, and dear Lord, did they do it.
They delivered.
Obviously, there was a montage because that 50 games, but the world premieres were actually new games.
They were actually new games, and it was so rare in this that there was a game that I just completely didn't care about or didn't think looked good.
Yeah.
Almost
There
like
was, there was Forza, and there was the montage. And every other thing was like...
I mean, even with the montage, there are games that...
it was engaging.
Yeah, it was. The games looked very interesting, and even the games that was like, that's not for me. I was like, a lot of people want this. These are big deals that they're putting out here, and just if you think like I forget about games that happen in this because there's so many of them. The fact that
the list.
Yeah, okay, so let's go down then.
let's go down.
Okay, it started, which we didn't see because something went wrong with our stream. Halo Infinite got a reveal trailer.
Which I guess we still haven't seen.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean it's not. There wasn't much to it. It was like a lot of very scenic shots that I think intentionally did not look like Halo, and then it ends with Master Chief holding his helmet.
Okay, that's interesting.
And that's it. Like we don't. It doesn't show anything about like what the game's about or anything.
Did y'all infer that this is a direct sequel to Halo 5, or is it a spinoff? You
don't know enough about
still
Halo.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know about Halo, but based on the trailer, I don't know how you can tell.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this basically just
teaser.
confirms.
A teaser.
It's more of a teaser.
Yeah. Next game was Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Got a very good looking trailer.
Very good
Damn
trailer.
fine. But the downer is 2019.
Yeah. I was really kind of counting on this being a 2018 game, especially just it's been a year since we've seen anything from it, which is disappointing, but it's one of those, this game is going to be phenomenal whenever it comes out. I'd rather them take their time. It's not like I'm hurting.
Gives me time to play Ori.
But you guys both said that you were a lot more like interested in Ori after seeing this. I mean, I know you were.
I was always in. It's just more, when am I going to get to that game?
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, I thought that was a great trailer, showed really well. And, I mean, anyone listening to this who has not played Ori, get on that.
That's an exclusive, though, right?
It is.
But
on PC, though.
Also PC. So I will be playing it on my brand new.
I will also do that, I guess. At least a new one.
Yeah.
Your sister has an Xbox One version, so I'll probably play that because it's free.
Yeah.
Okay, next game. A nice surprise. Shadows Die Twice.
Sekiro.
Yes.
Sekiro.
With a 2019 release date, and that looks like a good video game.
That looks like a good
Oh
game.
yeah, I'll mention the most shocking thing. It's an Activision game.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was definitely, not what you would expect.
From Software and Activision.
I'm very interested to
Also-
see how the Soulsborne community reacts to this game, because they're very prone to anger with lots of things, and this definitely looks like a departure from FromSoft in some ways, but also very inspired by
but a lot of the
Souls.
From Software fans that I follow in these groups are like, it's From Software. I'm in.
Well,
You know it's gonna be quality.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about it later, but one of the really big surprises of this conference is that Shadows Die Twice, or Sekiro, was shown when we thought it was gonna be at Sony, probably, and Devil May Cry was shown, and we thought that was Sony.
We can talk about Devil May Cry real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good way to go. We don't have to go in that order.
All right.
But conversation flows. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 was
At Microsoft, we all
Both
knew
of
this
those,
was
so
coming,
weird.
but both of those we would have assumed Sony.
I bet it on Sony.
Yeah, Jeff.
I lost that bet. It is also coming out spring 2019.
And this does kind of, me and Jeff were talking about earlier today, this does kind of feel to me like Microsoft taking advantage of Sony, going in a different direction with their press conference, because it doesn't sound like Sony is gonna. It sounds like Sony's focusing on the 4 games they're talking about. And so a lot of these announcements that I feel like normally would have been in the Sony conference got like sucked in by Microsoft, and it just leaves with Microsoft having almost every big game that you were expecting, like with Division 2 and Devil May Cry and everything.
And we talked about this as well during the conferences. A lot of these third-party games that we assumed were going to be shown at their conferences were shown a good portion of them.
Yeah, there were plenty of Square Enix games. There was Bethesda had Fallout, which
Ubisoft
had a couple of games.
Division.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Some of these make more sense than others. Like Division, I'm not surprised, and they didn't show that much, so we'll probably get a good bit more at UB's tomorrow.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
And the big thing is a lot of people probably only watch these major conferences, and a lot of this was just.
I agree. Especially out of all of the ones, Bethesda, Square, and Ubisoft, I think more sense for Square to have more games here.
Yeah,
since theirs is early in comparison and just
and
be a smaller thing.
New. I mean, they've done it before, but it's been a while.
No, it makes perfect sense.
But I mean, the original thing we were talking about, Devil May Cry. I think that trailer, like visually, graphic-wise, looks way better than I thought it was going to, and way better than I even would have asked for.
You're talking about Devil May Cry?
Yeah, Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no, it looks beautiful.
We were all pretty striked by how
oh yeah, and something that was in it that we couldn't see because they zoomed out Old Man Dante.
Yeah,
with his gray grizzly beard.
Yeah. I mean,
still has the emo hair though.
Good. I mean, I played DMC, which I know Devil May Cry fans didn't really like, but I thought it was fun hack and slash. And after seeing the visuals and the gameplay, I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of the fans are kind of butthurt. I mean,
yeah.
I think gameplay wise, you know, it's
making prediction now since that spring. Resident Evil 2 remake January. Let's go. That's getting announced tomorrow at Sony, I believe. No,
yes, it's just so hard to picture what Sony's is going to be. Is there going to be room for these third parties?
They said there is, and here's the thing. I guess it depends how long these things go. I can't imagine these things going more like 10, 15 minutes. The 4 games I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes each. That's a lot. That's a lot of time.
That's 40 minutes to an hour. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. Let's not talk about Sony. We got enough time about it.
Oh, yeah, why?
Okay. This is time for you to go, Darty. Fallout 76 they talked about. With Fallout 4 coming to Game Pass today, they announced. Not much to say about that because we just watched Bethesda's thing.
Yeah, I mean,
they showed the same trailer.
Yeah, at the time we didn't know anything about it. It was just the trailer.
Mm-hmm. So not much to say. Let's move on. A Life is Strange game kind of got announced. I think it's called The Adventures of Captain Spirit. It is set in the Life is Strange universe, and they said in a press release afterwards, it is kind of a setup in ways to Life is Strange 2.
Oh, okay.
And it is free and coming out June 26th.
Yeah, so absolutely
I am hyped.
Free, and the fact that it's almost like a little prequel thing going into it, which is fine with me. That means season 2 is still coming, and we get more of something to play right now.
I'm kind of okay with that not coming out now, just because Before the Storm just got done like 6 months ago. So
yeah.
Them not announcing it now, I'm okay with.
And honestly, I'm kind of okay with if we just continue to get yearly Life is Strange things to play. Just some of them are side things or build up things, and some of them are meaty things.
Maybe get a number thing every 3 years or so, and then maybe just have a little shorter thing Before the Storm, and then maybe just this.
And to make Life is Strange just something you can expect often and varying levels of it. And let other studios, Deck 9 did a phenomenal job Before the Storm, so I'd like to see, I'm fine with Life is Strange becoming kind of a universe and a thing that's, toyed around with many people.
Next thing is Crackdown 3. They focused a lot more on Terry Crews.
It's
coming out of
Terry Crews the game.
It got delayed, if people haven't heard.
I'm interested to see what people think of this game when it comes out. Because it looks like such a early 2000s game to me still.
I feel like the problem is people will be a lot more receptive to it. It was the fact this was announced 4 years ago.
True.
And it is one of the games that Microsoft has put the most things in.
It's left a bad taste in people's mouths.
Is it weird that there was, I felt like in that trailer and in some of the other trailers, I feel like I would see one shot where I would be like, this game looks like a PS2 game.
Yeah,
This looks like really outdated everything. And then there would be another shot with the city in the background where I'm like, this looks awesome. Like, this looks like a cool art style, and this looks really cool. And it would go back to another shot that looks outdated. I mean,
I don't know how it looks. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. To me, especially after this, more than this trailer, like, this was the most interesting trailer to me.
I agree.
It kind of like, if in the mindset, it's just a more futuristic focused Saints Row type game. I feel like that would be more receptive, especially hopefully by then I will have reason to get Game Pass.
Yeah. Which, they gave you more reasons now.
Yeah. And next announcement, Nier Automata is coming June 26th.
That's pretty big for JRPG
I honestly
fans.
kind of forgot that Nier wasn't already on Xbox, but that's a good game that needs to be everywhere. So.
And something I'm sure you guys will be want to talk about more, Metro.
Yes.
Coming out February 22nd, the day of reckoning.
That's Anthem Days Gone and Metro now.
And Crackdown right around there.
Yeah.
That month.
Apparently.
So many other games right around there. I think I think you also were very into this. I think this was one of the coolest trailers of the conference. I just thought this whole section looked amazing, and I was just kind of floored by how cool this game looked on a visual standpoint. And I was saying before, I think Metro 4 Metro is one of those games that I probably won't talk about much, and I don't think many people will, but I could see it being received really well, and I could see it being a game that I ended up getting.
It screams critical hit whenever I look at it. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks beautiful. I've never played a Metro game, but it looks really fun.
Put some of an old one. This one looks a lot more wacky, like not wacky, but just kind of over the top with the monsters and everything. But I'm interested. I don't know. Are you interested at all in Metro?
Not really. Again, it's one of those things. Not my type of game, but it looks good.
Yeah,
and Metro is multi-platform, right? They've just shown it twice at Microsoft.
It's one of those things. Microsoft has the marketing rights.
Yes.
Next game, my kind of game, Kingdom Hearts.
Jeff.
We got the delay of shown actually.
But we also got Frozen.
We got a Frozen World.
Because
I need to watch Frozen now.
You have to. It's good.
You're required now.
And they showed a Simba summon, Wreck-It Ralph summon, which we have, I guess, not seen in the trailer.
And then kind of just a montage of like all the other things they've announced.
A bunch of crazy story stuff, which these two did not get.
But what was it, Jeff? Unload.
They showed Aqua, and I think it's the first time at Kingdom Hearts Day trailer, like she's controlled by the baddies.
Ooh.
Yep, and a bunch of other crazy stuff.
Well,
show more of the worlds, and the Frozen world looks great.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of it, but all the graphics look like a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
I was super into that.
Actually, I'll show you this real quick that someone tweeted based on the Tangled world, which I think was the point where I think Will said that this looks really good. This is a comparison shot from the movie to the game.
That's
Really?
good. Yeah.
It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Like how good it looks.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's cool.
Like this trailer did a good job for like, even though I had no clue what was going on, it just felt like I was supposed to be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. There's a bunch of anime nonsense, but people enjoy the game. But
Anime nonsense.
even if they don't care about that stuff,
And I mean,
Disney
like,
worlds.
this game is for the fans. This game is for kind of funny fans. I mean, not kind of funny fans. Kingdom Hearts.
That too.
This time.
It might be kind of funny fans.
Okay. For Kingdom Hearts fans, it's not for me and Will. Like that trailer, this game is not.
It got me hyped, and there's plenty of stuff I could talk about that I'm forgetting that I'm gonna watch the trailer again soon. Next thing, Sea of Thieves DLC. I think there were two different things that come out in July and September.
I think we talked over this a lot.
We did talk over this, so let's just move on. If you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Battlefield 5, we got more story stuff.
I thought that was like cool. I'm like very interested. I wanted to play Battlefield 1's story with the vignettes and everything. Did they confirm they're doing that again?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure they did, yeah. Because, I mean, I love the vignettes. It was just like really simple, 45-minute stories.
Yeah. Do you think you might get this one? Or
I would like to. I'm a fan of the Battlefield games.
yeah.
Something fun to play with people.
Okay.
It looks cool.
I do kind of wish that was modern, actually, but whatever. World War II's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I miss the Battlefield 4 days.
It is kind of funny to be like, last year or whenever Battlefield 1 came out, it was like, we're going to World War I. No game ever goes here. It's like a new cool thing.
Yeah.
And then the very next one is World War II that we've seen 1,000 times
We
before.
saw it last year, Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was all about the World War II a couple years ago. But then Call of Duty World War II came out, and it was like, oh, Okay.
It's not
It's
cool
fine.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, once mom and dad starts listening to your music, it's not cool anymore.
So next was Forza Horizon 4, the game everyone knew was going to be there.
Yes.
It's not Forza Horizons 5, like the Walmart Canada leak.
Or that was followed by the tease that broke Darby's heart further on.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. But Forza is coming out October 2nd, and yeah, they went, which was probably one of the coolest things of the conference. Phil Spencer came out and talked about first parties, like they want to do more. So they announced some new studios. They announced The Initiative, which is a brand new studio.
Yes.
We didn't need a game for it, but if it's brand new, it makes sense.
Right.
Then they announced Undead Labs they acquired, which is the State of Decay devs.
Mm-hmm.
Playground Games, which are the Forza devs or some race car thing.
Which one?
Playground Games.
Yeah, I think it's the Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
Okay, so got that. And he teased a little thing after that saying they're using their expertise from
Open
technology,
world expertise.
Yeah, to make an open world game. Says see that later. And
But he didn't mean later in this press
He
conference.
did not mean later in this press
Apparently.
conference. And Darby misunderstood.
I honestly wonder if he meant it to sound different.
Yeah, like he might have meant for that to be more clear that that's like later on.
Yeah.
The way he said it was
I
definitely.
wish that he had just said like later this year or something like that. But maybe he didn't want to guarantee, like commit to this year.
So people who don't know what's going on, there
Yeah.
was a rumor that a new Fable game was being worked on, and these devs were named to be the ones working on it.
Yeah, that's what the like rumor leak whatever that was reported on. So like basically when we were watching this, as soon as he said you'll hear about that later, I was like, oh crap, Fable 4 is happening in this press conference, and then it never did.
Yeah.
But at least I'm pretty sure this pretty much all but confirms that rumor was true. A Fable is being in development.
So
which
Dark
is
was waiting out the whole time. We thought it was coming.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him. But we still got more for this developer talk. Microsoft bought Ninja Theory.
Yes.
Hellblade, DMC,
Mm-hmm.
and Heavily Sword.
Enslaved and Heavily
Enslaved.
Sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's arguably one of the biggest news like to come out of this conference. That's
Yes.
pretty big.
So if this is like the way I think it is, Microsoft now owns the Hellblade IP.
Yeah, good. It should, and everything to do going forward, which is the most exciting part of that. And like honestly, the biggest like I mean, from a consumer, I could care less or whatever about like the business management of everything. I'm just happy for Ninja Theory to have the money for their next, to have the funds to easily make what they want to make.
Yeah,
going
I was saying,
forward.
if Phil Spencer stated plainly, like we're letting them have creative freedom.
Yeah, which I hope I really hope that's true, and I really hope that stays that way.
I'm sure
because-
there's some limitations, but I'm just saying, like if for some reason they go too far, something they don't wrong. But overall, yeah.
I mean, because I think that was one of the biggest things that of how Hellblade was able to be a thing is that they had no one else like
Yeah.
they had no
But it's
company
kind
they were
of.
responsible.
I'm very interested. Is Ninja Theory going to keep with the mid-tier type titles that will be like $30?
Yeah,
Or are they going to go
that's a
full
good-
AAA now they have Microsoft money?
I have
Could.
to imagine AAA.
with that Microsoft money, but like if they just, I hope they keep the same like vision, just with a bigger scope to it. That's what I would hope for. But I mean, like I could potentially see them still keeping in that style. It's just now because that might just become what they're known for.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so moving on to the last studio they acquired, Compulsion Games, made up of former Bioshock devs,
yes.
and they then did a We Happy Few trailer. So that's
I
now-
didn't know that Compulsion was actually made from Bioshock devs.
I think it is. Am I wrong? I've been to this day now. That's the thing, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You
I,
sounded like you knew. So
Oh wait, that might actually be wrong. I just might have thought that because I like Bioshock, and that's something that stuck in my head a long time ago.
well, I thought it was interesting because We Happy Few looks like Bioshock so much. I
That
didn't
might
know.
have. I
if
don't know.
you guys talk, I can look it up.
I'm
Well,
sorry if
so-
I am wrong, which I'm now feeling.
Well,
okay.
so they said We Happy Few is coming out August 10th.
Yep, and they had a trailer for it, and for people who haven't been following, I've been following the game deeply, but I've just seen some things on etc. They have been continuously updating the game and talking with the thing. It's not like it disappeared for a while and came back. I think Will and Dory both kind of mentioned that, which makes sense. But they have stated that they're focusing more on story based on feedback from early demos and stuff in the game, which I am happy with. I am very interested
Yeah,
in
that's
this
cool.
game. And it's coming out soon. And then
Got some.
get anything to add to that, Darby?
Someone who worked at Arcane Studios.
Well,
But,
that's the Dishonored people.
yep.
Yeah.
I know completely wrong. Disregard what Jeff says from now on. Except for that, a PUBG is officially coming out, I guess, the 1.1 version on Xbox One as a console launch exclusive this winter.
Okay.
So it's going to PS4.
Yeah,
It's not surprising.
that might actually be the biggest news. That
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, console launch exclusive.
Means it's
PS4.
going-
That's funny.
It's
So
in
they're
the
losing
works.
it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Even though honestly they said console launch exclusive spoilers later for the Cuphead DLC, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like unless that's saying that Cuphead is coming to PS4, which I don't think it would be. I don't understand.
I don't know. That might have just been. I don't know.
Another
We'll get
year,
after this.
another year, another confusing wording from Microsoft.
Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming out this winter on Xbox One, PS4, PC, and
Switch. Hell yeah.
So me and Duri
Y'all
are going
getting
to
it
be
on
playing. We're getting on Switch. We're playing.
On
If
Switch,
you don't know,
so-
this is a JRPG. Ask JRPG.
Yeah.
It's real fun.
From the long-running Tales series, this is a 10-year-old game. We're finally getting content that has been in Japan for like about 10 years or something.
Yeah.
First time in the West. I am hyped.
It's awesome. Yeah. I'm very
And
excited.
if you want to see how much I love this game, watch our top 10 games of all time video.
Where was that?
It might show up.
Number 10.
Well, now they don't have to watch
Spoiler.
the video. Nice job, Jeff.
He asked me, so I'm excited for that. And they went into Division 2.
How'd y'all feel about Division 2 as not Division fans?
I thought that was a really good
Mhm.
gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it looked really good, especially with the knowledge we will probably see more gameplay at Ubisoft tomorrow. And it comes
agree.
out March 15th. We got March 15th.
I don't know if I would buy it. It's not usually my type of game.
Yeah.
But I did think that gameplay trailer showed
Yeah.
well.
Oh, and also, if people are interested in Division 2, but not really sure how you feel about Division, if you have an Xbox Game Pass, they announced today, Division is going there. As well as Fallout 4
Yeah.
and Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually interesting to think about.
What do you think, Will?
I think it was a really good gameplay showing, but I just felt burned by the Division 1 because I jumped into it a little later than my friends and they were already a higher level, and I never liked playing by myself. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
but I mean, it looks cool. If I could get some people to play with, I think it might be fun.
DC could be a cool setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there could have been better settings too, I mean, or more
Yeah.
interesting, not treaded territories.
I was thinking
but,
they were gonna go outside the U.S., but
yeah, that would be interesting. But
It is what it is. Next thing, they talked about Game Pass some. Mainly what I mentioned, they're doing some stuff to make things run faster. And they talked about Halo Master Chief Collection coming later this year. Skyrim Online, Division, and Fallout 4 coming today. And then they went into a montage of smaller third-party games and mentioned, I can't remember off the top of my head, some are coming day and date on Game Pass.
right.
Ashton, I think, was one of them for sure.
Yeah.
And that bar game.
After party.
After Party, yes.
Yeah.
That is also be on Game Pass day and date.
Yeah.
And they went through this whole montage of a bunch of cool games, which I will go back and try to look at and see them.
Yeah, it was cool. This was like I don't think we've had any announcements before with third parties coming to Game Pass.
Nope.
So now we
And I
have
got
several,
that bet.
and Jeff got that bad.
Wasn't what I had in mind, but I got it. Still counts. Okay.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider was
Yeah.
shown. We got some actual gameplay for this.
Yeah, I feel like out of us, it's only really me that really cares about this. But
I mean, we didn't even care about Tomb Raider. We just didn't play Rise of Tomb Raider.
Like
Yeah,
I said, I love the first one,
Yeah.
but
you're gonna love Rise. it's a lot better. It's really really good.
cool.
I mean, like I don't feel like this trailer is gonna excite people to get into Tomb Raider if they haven't been. It excites me because I know these games are good, but I feel like this Tomb Raider game is gonna come out, sell poorly, and this might be the end.
You think they'll show gameplay at Square?
Yes, I think they have to, right?
Yeah, it's
They
a
have
weird thing. I'm not sure we're expect out of Square's thing tomorrow because it's like a video like Nintendo Directs and stuff, like not a.
Oh yeah, I forgot
to.
about
Final Fantasy VII.
More
that.
Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts.
okay.
And
I honestly don't even know.
You'll
if
see
I
Final
want it.
Fantasy VII when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know if I want Final
that'd
Fantasy.
be like 10 years after its announcement.
I honestly don't even know if I want Final Fantasy VII stuff because like it's gonna be like fake footage. Like there's
Yeah.
no way it's far enough along. But I thought that Tomb Raider trailer was cool though.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Like more like more Tomb Raider.
I wish they had gotten more into like they alluded a lot in the other trailers and stuff that Lara has like is a lot darker in this game or something that she's
black now.
Yeah.
Huh. Makes it very interesting. I had no idea.
And I wish they had explored that more in this, but
we'll see. We'll get more for it. And something that teased everyone and disappointed everyone by its announcement: Session. Period. That skateboarding game.
Yeah, and it's potentially not a disappointment.
Console launch exclusive.
This is oh crap, it's Skate.
Yeah.
Myself included. And I was I'm so down for that.
That was my first part that you said it, but then I was like, that wouldn't make any sense. EA was yesterday.
So why would this not
be
be
announced here?
Yeah.
But
I don't know what to think about Session.
I'm really hoping this is a spiritual successor to Skate. Or at the very least, I hope it's that open world, for lack of a better word, skate game where you have this map and you can go and just casually skate like that. I really hope that that's what they're going for, and honestly not going for the Tony Hawk type thing, because this might be a hot take. I hate those games. I like Skate.
I like Underground.
I liked them back in the day, but they don't hold up. I think
they're pretty silly.
The Skate games would still hold up because there's not a whole lot to it. It's kind of like a relaxing, nice game to just play. Mm-hmm. So that's what I want so much more than that. I really hope they go for that Skate vibe with this. Have you seen any more information about that game? Or?
Honestly, no. I didn't see an IGN article, so I didn't see it. We'll get more information later. Not tonight.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's going to be more information out there now, if not later. Next thing, we're probably not going to talk about this. Black Desert, the MMORPG, got another one. Console launch exclusive, yeah. Okay, we were talking about Devil May Cry 5. Cuphead DLC coming out in 2019. New playable character, and weirdly enough, they have console launch exclusive on there.
I still don't understand.
I don't know what console launch
Does
exclusive
that mean
means then.
Xbox first, then PC?
But
console launch, then they would just do straight up exclusive.
It says console launch.
Well,
PC's not not
then
console.
None of their things would be straight up exclusive.
Switch?
I would be very surprised if Cuphead ends up coming to anything else, because it just seemed like that was a Microsoft thing. And
what if Cuphead is the Smash character?
I'm down.
Oh shoot!
That'd be dope, but I'm seeing Xbox One PC. That might have just been a mistake.
Okay, because that made no sense. I was sitting here, I was like, did they just very subtly announce Cuphead for PS4?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Next thing, Tunic.
This game looks
Zelda
cool.
with a fox.
Yeah.
This game looks cool to me.
Cool, nice little QB looking stylized.
Really cool, Fez almost art style with the up camera and the cube stuff or whatever. Cube stuff.
Also, the console launch exclusive.
It's midnight. You can say cube stuff.
I can say cube stuff. That's what happens at midnight. Nerds at large cube stuff. Got it. Yeah. But this looks really cool.
Yeah.
Zelda and the boss fights and everything.
The more the trailer ran, I was like, okay, I'm into this.
Now, can we get it on the Switch? Because that's where I would like to play this game.
Console launch exclusive, so it's going to other consoles.
I could wait a little bit if I know it's coming.
This is true. This is one of those things we gotta find more information for.
Yeah.
But today, another day. Another hype announcement for Jeff. Jump Force.
Yes.
I don't watch anime. Don't read manga. Manga. But I'm so pumped for this because I like crossovers, and it was so cool seeing all these people.
Right.
And it was just cool seeing how hyped Jeff was.
Yeah.
That was honestly the best.
I felt ashamed of myself. The first thing they showed was the Naruto statue things. But
he knew immediately.
The way they looked, I couldn't tell from regular a statue's being broken.
And he didn't know to be looking for Naruto and
then the next thing was the One Piece ship, and I immediately
then it was Dragon Ball.
One Piece, and then went to the Dragon Ball. Crossover. There was the Naruto, and
we were all I think me and Will honestly were like, wait a minute, this looks too good. It can't be.
What?
It can't be that.
And I was like, yes, this looks good. Then at the end, they teased Light Imbued from Death Note.
Yeah, something I actually care about.
It's actually playable at E3 right now. We saw it from Twitter, and Sasuke from Naruto and Zoro from One Piece are also playable, which is cool.
Yeah.
I am hyped. I want Alex to come and do a topic with me talking about
Alex,
this game and
coward.
You coward. But yeah, I'm hyped. Yeah, 2019, so let's see more.
This is cool. I hope that gameplay-wise, it's better than your normal 3D Japanese fighting thing.
We saw gameplay. It is kind of like the 3D kind of fighting thing.
So
But
I'm not going to be interested in it, but I hope.
We haven't seen
What?
details to see like how. Oh, what was I?
Well, what other franchise would you like to see in this game?
I can go on and on. Off the top of my head, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter.
One Punch Man.
That's not Shonen Jump.
That's a shame.
Yeah, My Hero Academia.
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is Shonen Jump a publisher? What is it?
Yes, it is the like biggest manga.
Is Magi Shonen Jump?
No.
Is Cory in the House Shonen Jump?
Yes.
Okay. Right, good.
What kind of sucks is Darby might recognize his name, Rurouni Kenshin. You remember that one?
I know you
Red-Headed
said
Sword-
it.
Yeah, Red Swordsman. Unfortunately, it came out that the mangaka for that
I don't
is
know what that
into
is.
child porn.
Oh, great.
It's
cool.
author. So
We
Cool,
just
cool,
got
cool.
banned from YouTube.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
can't.
Jeff.
Actually, Jeff, you can't say child porn on
So as much as
YouTube.
I love that series, I kind of hope that they're not in there. Don't defile that with.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that would give that person money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, after Jump Force, we got
Well,
Dying
Jeff-
Light.
Jeff, they'll announce that character with an As I Lay Dying trailer, song on it. And
Dying Light 2 was announced and shown.
Looks
which-
pretty rad.
That looks dope.
that was another really good trailer.
Yeah.
That's one of those, out of all these like first person or just shooter things, you know, I can be like, I could see myself
Oh,
playing this.
I feel like we should also mention, I guess it was after Cuphead, Phil Spencer was like, hey, the next 7 games are all world premieres.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, that was cool.
And he didn't lie. Like no one else came back out until the end. It was just
Yeah.
like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, every game after Cuphead were world premieres.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay. So yeah,
God, the sheer
Dying
amount.
Light 2, that looked type. I
Yep.
think they should.
Yeah.
I think the way they presented it was perfect.
I do too. That's
Yeah.
share that trailer first. Guy came out and talked. I think he did a good job of like saying what he needed to say, get out there. Did that whole Detroit thing where it's like these are all the different
Yeah.
like
And I
ways it could have gone.
I felt like they did a good job of like interspersing stuff with the gameplay, so you weren't just watching a demo. It was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it was more
And
interactive.
I thought it was good because the way they were showing it, obviously Dying Light's like a zombie thing, but they didn't show zombies until close to the very end.
And I think
They're
that
showing
was smart.
daylight with humans and stuff. There's all the stuff you can do with fighting human
Yeah.
characters. Then them doing thing the night and then the zombies.
And I think that was really smart because like it was like a long time. That was one of the longer things in here. At least I felt like just from beginning to end of Dying Light 2 being shown.
Yeah, it was one of the longer
but
ones.
it was like they showed all this stuff, and then at the end it's like, and everything you've seen, that's really not even like the game.
It's not half the game.
That's not half the game.
Yeah.
It's like at night, and then that thing jumps, and then they leave. Like that was amazing. That
Yeah.
you leave thinking everything I saw looked good, and I only scratched the surface. I think that was a smart way to do it, and not to just overload you with zombies immediately, because then that's not memorable. You know, I think that was
Man, this discussion going a lot faster than I thought it would.
A plus.
A plus conference. Okay, next, Battletoads announcement for 2019.
Someone go find Marty sleeping.
Yeah,
tell
not
him all
much
about
info there. They just showed a teaser, which made it quickly obvious that it was Battletoads. Has lead player couch co-op, which is great.
Yeah, I'm just so interested to see what a modern Battletoads looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if they said which studio was making. I guess it's not Rare. Obviously.
Yeah, probably not.
Got anything else to say about that, guys? Good. Next, Just Cause 4 was officially announced.
Yeah, Walmart Canada officially.
Yeah,
announced
people
it,
saying
but
that thing was fake. Doesn't seem to be.
I was thinking that it might have been fake, but
It became quickly obvious it was not.
I mean Bethesda kind of like immediately confirmed. It was like, all right, well this is.
Oh yeah, and on Bethesda, we didn't even talk about the segments we did like the Alexis Skyrim.
Oh yeah, that was the best thing
Yeah,
they
we
did.
should have mentioned that.
I mean, it's not even game related really, so I don't know.
I mean, it was still a bad conference.
I
but
don't feel too bad about saying that. Yeah, actually, it's definitely a 3.5, not a 3, but just because of the Alexa.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Just Cause 4, the late Just Cause 4
Yeah.
coming out December 4th. We got a December game. Did the last one come out December? I feel like that was a thing.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Do y'all like Just Cause?
I've watched a few friends play it. It looks
cool. I think I just watched it because of PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, it was free. Yeah.
It looks like dumb fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the second on Xbox and it was fun.
It seems like it just knows what it is, and that's good.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good time waster. It looks like.
Yeah.
Just lots of explosions.
Then we got a lot of Gears of War stuff. They tricked us thinking we're getting Gears of War 5, and then pop figures came out.
I would have loved if they ended it with Gears Pop.
Yeah.
That's like the new Gears of War.
Yeah. Wait, I can't remember. Is that just a mobile game, that thing, or?
I don't think so.
I can't remember.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah. Point is, it looks cute. It'll have its audience.
Yep.
Then Gears Tactics was announced, which is a PC only game.
Yeah, and honestly, we talked over it a lot, but that could actually be a cool thing. Like, it's almost like a Halo Wars spin-off, but for Gears.
It looks like something that fits with a game like Gears, but just does it differently.
So that's not on Xbox?
No, which is the weirdest thing.
Like, I don't expect that to get a whole lot of buzz or anything, but it looks like it could sneakily be an actually really cool game. Yeah.
But the thing everyone really wanted was Gears 5.
Yes.
Not Gears of War 5. Gears 5.
Gears 5.
All right.
Give me them points.
They showed a weird, cutscene.
That's how they always show Gears of War things. It's like all these big thumb people being all sad and emotional, and I don't know any of them or why they're sad and emotional.
It was kind of confirmed that, and I may have mentioned, I can't remember, that the female character we saw in there was the main playable character.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember I mentioned 2019.
Yeah. A little surprising.
Yeah, and Phil Spencer before...
the fact that neither Halo or Gears are coming out this year. It's a little surprising.
Yeah. What is coming out this year for them?
Forza?
Yeah.
And...
I guess we have a few technically first party now.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Next year sounds good for Xbox exclusives.
Yep. Yeah. Not even Crackdown.
Not even Crackdown. But before we get to the final game, which I know we're talking about, Phil Spencer threw a little thing in there talking about they're working on the new Xbox.
Yes.
We are getting a new Xbox. This is the final console generation.
Not a small thing.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
So
it's
who knows when we see that.
Pretty much the first official, time that the next generation has been referred to.
And obviously, there wasn't one more thing. Phil Spencer was there talking okay, have a good evening. Oh, what's going on? We're getting hacked.
Yeah.
And what an awesome way to reveal Cyberpunk and end that conference when it feels like, we never got Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
That's really crazy.
And what's also cool, and since we're doing good on time, I don't feel bad about going to try to find it real quick.
Go for
it. Will, you weren't around when I first saw it. Do you remember when they were doing all the hacking stuff and there was a bunch of stuff in the background?
Is there a date?
No.
There was. Give me that date.
There was actually some information in there.
Yeah,
I saw one thing I remember when I was scrolling through.
Give us them deets, Jeff.
Give me those deets.
Give me those deets, Jeff.
Give me the deets.
What happened, Jeff?
As much as I love seeing Cyberpunk, I was like, I want gameplay so badly.
Okay.
There was so much in
it. It was
there.
a long.
There's a lot of things, but I don't know if it's something in gameplay, but they mentioned Cyberpunk later on, in their own things, and this is part of the thing. They're gonna be talking about it throughout
E3.
Okay.
So we don't get gameplay, but we'll get more information. Ooh, Mutant Year Zero got a gameplay demo.
And it's just that was a jam-packed trailer.
It was long
I
too.
need to watch it again because it was just this, and there was that world looks amazing, and the fact that CD Projekt Red, I will play anything they put out right now until they prove.
I haven't played Witcher, but I'm all in on this game.
I can't wait to see how they handle gunplay and stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I'm fascinated by.
I'm just them post Witcher 3, knowing how successful that was.
Okay, since we got time, there's a transcription of all that text.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll just read it. It's been over 2,077 days since we announced our plan to develop Cyberpunk 2077. We released a CGI trailer, gave some interviews, and went dark. Normal procedure for these kind of things: you announce a game and then shut up, roll up your sleeves, and go to work. We wanted to give you The Witcher 3 and both expansions first, which is why this period of staying silent was longer than we planned. Sorry for that. As soon as we concluded work on Blood and Wine, we were able to go full speed ahead with Cyberpunk 2077's pre-production, but we chose to remain silent. Why? At some point, we made a decision to resume talking about the game only when we have something to show. I appreciate that. Something meaningful and substantial. This is because we do realize you've been impatiently waiting for, he has patiently and then parentheses M from it, waiting for a very long time, and we wouldn't want anyone to feel that we're taking this for granted. On the contrary, it gives us a lot of extra motivation. The hype is real, so the sweat and tears need to be real too. But to the point, today is the day. If you're seeing this, it means you saw the trailer. Our vision of Cyberpunk, an alternate version of the future where America is in pieces, mega corporations control all aspects of civilized life, and gangs rule the rest. And while this world is full of adrenaline, don't let the car chases and guns mislead you. Cyberpunk 2077 is a true story-driven single-player RPG. You'll be able to create your own character, and well, you'll get to know the rest from what we show at our booth at E3. Be on the lookout for the previews. And before we finish, you probably have some questions. When we told you we would only release the game when it's ready, we meant it. We're definitely much closer to a release date than we were back then, smiley face. But it's still not time to confirm anything, so patience is still required. Quality is the only thing that drives us. It's the beauty of being an independent studio and your own publisher. How big? Seriously big. But to be honest, we have no bloody clue at this point in time. Once we put it together, we will openly tell you what you can expect. And we promise we'll do this before we start taking any pre-orders or ask you of anything. This is all music to my ears.
I love this studio.
Number 3, free DLC expansions, DRM. Expect nothing less than you got with The Witcher 3. As for DRM, CD Projekt or Cyberpunk 2077 will be 100% DRM free on PC. And microtransactions in a single-player role-playing game? Are you nuts? Once again, thank you for your patience. If you have a minute, do visit cyberpunk.net and share your opinion about anything with us. Read everything you post and we treat it very fairly. Or very seriously. Yours, CD Projekt Red Team. That was long, I'm sorry, but
so
I think it was worth
Let's
it.
go, boys. No, like
This is the main game of the conference.
I respect the way they do everything. The fact that even the release date thing, where it's like, I'm glad that they're not putting on fake dates that they know they won't hit. It's.
I secretly kind of hope that this is a next gen game, like just a little bit,
Visually wise, because I know The Witcher looks so much better on PC than consoles, because it's just they were used to be a PC only studio, and that's still where the heart of their game making is. Consoles are just kind of an afterthought. But Witcher developers making a Blade Runner-esque thing. Are you kidding me? Let's freaking go! I'm so stoked for this. This is probably one of my most anticipated games.
Yeah.
Right now.
I could see it. May not be fully next gen, to be cross-gen.
Yeah, perhaps.
I just hope it's not going to take that long to come out. I'm expecting 2019.
I saw something from, I think, GameSpot that said 2019 on it. I don't know if they just pointed out of their asses or what.
Yeah.
Because CD Projekt
The fact
Red,
they're saying they're
making
close,
the rounds.
I would be very, very surprised if it's not
I wonder how
2019.
close they announce Witcher from release date.
I could not tell
3.
you.
I don't know. I know that Witcher got delayed some.
Yeah.
So it might have
But
been more.
things are a little different for CD Projekt right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'd say.
Kind of on top of the world now. All right. This
Microsoft's
conference, man.
9 out of 10 for me. You
Mike-
guys?
At least 9.5.
I'll go with 9.5. The only sticking point for me was there are a lot of good games in here, but maybe not enough exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, that's what.
It was a third party
If this conference is if the purpose of it is to make me buy an Xbox, it failed.
yeah, it failed.
Because almost all the games I'm looking forward to, I can play on other platforms and stuff.
That's a good point.
But honestly, there was very little they could do to make me go out and pay
it was
$100 to
$100 minutes,
$100.
jam-packed. None of. There's some things we care about less, but I don't feel like there was any time where it felt like it was really dragging.
There was not in the EA and Bethesda. There were so many times where I'm watching. I was like, "Why is this here?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?" I never thought.
I got Kingdom Hearts footage. I got a new Life is Strange related thing. I got a new Shonen Jump crossover game and a bunch of other random stuff.
And the fact you got all that in a Microsoft conference
Yeah,
is just so
Cyberpunk
strange.
looks dope. We got Ori stuff. Yeah, and we got all that new studio stuff. We have reviews coming out soon. Tales of Vesperia.
Tales of Vesperia.
I can't complain.
Nope. They nailed it. Now it's kind of your move, Sony, right?
I never know.
And Nintendo, yeah. It's going to be a hard one to beat.
I guess for Nintendo, though, I guess the way we'll look at it is they have lots of conferences throughout the year.
That's awesome.
Microsoft, this is the one.
This is their one. So that's why they can just completely blow it out.
That's something to think about when we judge comparatively.
Yeah. I guess they have Gamescom somewhat, but that's no news. What did you think about Microsoft conference? Let us know. It's phenomenal. That's the only correct answer. You can catch all of our live streams for every conference at our Twitch channel, which is Nerds at Large Gaming. And all of those Twitch streams will also go on our YouTube channel at Nerds at Large. And all of these post-conference discussions will also go up on our Nerds at Large Gaming podcast feed. So stay tuned for all of our other... We have a lot of E3 to go.
Oh, yeah, and just so people know, with our reaction videos, it may not be up right away, or I plan on putting time codes at all. I know I have it up for EA at the time I'm recording this. Because at this point,
a lot of work.
odds are if people are watching those, they've already watched the conferences, so let us get to our reactions to certain things.
Yeah. Who knew? Doing E3 coverage is a lot of work.
Man.
It's 12:16. I got work in the morning.
Am I getting paid for this, Darby, or no?
Here's the water you gave me.
You know what? We're going to pay you the amount of all the money me and you already made doing this.
All right, I'm going to mute this and give you a sick high five as payment, okay? So, but I don't.
All right, it's a pretty good one.
This favorite. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye. See you tomorrow.